Angel Rick and the Atoms, A History of Dumbassery. A philosophical parody on the first man Blitz had heard a lot of crazy shit in his life, but sitting at a bar, halfway drunk, listening to Rick, the ancient angel, the walking apocalypse, the guy who could slap an archangel into next Tuesday, go on a rant about the origins of humanity, this was next-level bullshit. Rick took a long sip of his drink, sighed like a disappointed father at a PTA meeting, and slammed his glass on the table. "All right, listen up, kid. You ever wonder who the first man really was?" Blitz, mid-swig of his beer, blinked. Adam? You know, fig leaves, apple incident, got the whole world cursed 'cause he couldn't say no to his wife?" Rick barked out a laugh. "That's what they want you to think. Let me tell you, there's been a lot of Adams, and every single one of them, total disaster." Blitz raised an eyebrow. "What, like alternate timeline Adams?" "Nah, buddy. Beta versions." Rick leaned forward, eyes gleaming. "See, the first Adam project was a long, painful process. Heaven kept making these poor bastards trying to get it right, and every time, they fucked up." Blitz squinted. "The hell you talking about?" Rick grinned. "I'm talking about the lost atoms, the prototypes, the models before the final release." Blitz gestured for him to continue, because this train wreck was getting good. "Fish Atom, the one that never got out of the water." Rick rolled his shoulders and began, "First version? Fish Atom." Blitz frowned. "Wait, fish? Oh yeah, real smooth-brained idea. Some dipshit in R&D thought, what if man starts as a fish?" Rick slammed his drink. "So they dumped this poor bastard in the ocean. No legs, just gills, flopping around like an idiot." Blitz snorted. "And?" Rick sighed. "Ate a bad jellyfish. Died instantly." Blitz cackled. "That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard." "Oh, buddy, it gets dumber." Monkey Adam, the close enough attempt. Rick continued. "Next try?" Monkey Adam. Blitz choked on his drink. "Wait, so God just made a big monkey and called it a day?" Rick shrugged. "Pretty much. Slapped some extra awareness in him and sent him into the jungle. But see, the problem was Monkey Adam was too self-aware." Blitz frowned. "So?" Rick shook his head. "Ever seen a monkey have an existential crisis?" Blitz stared. "What?" Dude spent 3 days screaming at the sky, questioning his purpose. Then he started making tools. Then he made weapons. Then he built a throne, declared himself king of the apes, and started a holy war against God for making his hands too small. Blitz wheezed. "No fucking way." "Oh, it happened." Rick rubbed his temples. "We had to smite the whole goddamn jungle. Neanderthal, Adam, the strongest, dumbest man alive." "All right, so after the monkey incident, we tried again. Neanderthal Adam." Blitz leaned in. "This one work?" Rick sucked his teeth. "Kinda. Dude was built like a tank. Muscles for days. Could snap a lion in half with his bare hands." Blitz nodded. "All right, now we're talking." Rick shook his head. "But zero thoughts. I mean, we're talking lights on, no one home." Blitz squinted. "How bad?" Rick sighed. "Dude forgot to breathe. We had to manually remind him." Blitz burst out laughing. "You're telling me this absolute unit could break a mammoth in half, but forgot how to function?" "Oh yeah, gave him a rock once. He tried to eat it." Blitz wiped tears from his eyes. "How'd he die?" Rick exhaled. "Tripped over his own foot, fell off a cliff. Dumbass didn't even scream." Australopithecus Adam, the closest call. Yet Blitz gasped for air between laughs. "Okay, so what next?" Rick leaned back. "Then we tried Australopithecus Adam." Blitz looked blank. "The hell's that?" Rick wiggled his fingers ominously. The in-between, half monkey, half man, smart enough to survive, dumb enough to stay in his lane. Blitz raised an eyebrow. That sounds promising. Rick groaned. We thought so, too. Then the asshole discovered fire. Blitz grinned. And? Rick slammed the table. And he burned down Eden in 15 minutes. Blitz howled with laughter. Holy shit. Oh yeah, whole paradise. Up in smoke. Eve 1.0 tried to save the animals, got eaten by the first lion. Blitz wheezed. What the fuck? Rick rolled his eyes. You see why it took so long to get to the final atom? We were working with dipshits. The final product. Blitz shook his head, wiping a tear. So, after all that, we finally got regular atom? Rick smirked. Yup, same dipshit energy, just less fatal. Blitz chuckled. And how'd that turn out? Rick shrugged. Well, he doomed all of humanity in less than a week. Blitz cackled, raising his drink. To the first dumbass. Rick clinked glasses with him. To all the dumbasses. And somewhere, in the depths of history, the atoms collectively rolled in their unmarked graves.